No one's just being upfront. It's all these like cloak and dagger maneuvers. Like, oh, it's gonna be this. Oh, it's gonna be that. Oh, the cops are pro 27. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means, but the cops are pro 27. It's just like there's just weird messaging things, and they're like, oh, there's gonna be more funding for the police for 27. It's like, but why don't you just say 27 is gonna make online gambling legal?
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Unlucky Specialist Podcast. Yours truly, Sam Torres.
And your boy, Jeff De Pena, a.k.a. Old Fitz, a.k.a. we out here once again.
In the house.
In the house, the place to be.
Another week, another episode, another good time.
Yeah.
Glad to have you guys here with us. How you doing, Jeff?
I'm good, man. Just, fuck. Another week of just out here grinding, out here trying to make life. Trying to make a living.
Adulting. Exactly. Before we get too far, I want to thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for commenting. Thank you guys for all the support we get. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at Unlucky Specialist, on YouTube, The Unlucky Specialist. Like, subscribe, hit the bell, whatever that is, a notification button. You know, whatever you can do to support us, I appreciate it.
Yeah, anything.
Send an email. We haven't done
those emails. We're serious.
We missed those questions, those comments.
Anonymous.
We'll put a poll up somewhere where you guys can talk to us, because those are good times. You know what I mean? Letting you know what you guys want to talk about. TheUnluckySpecialist at gmail.com. Hit us up. But let's move forward. How you been? How's the weekend? It's been good weather here in the valley. You see us in hoodies, and it's only like 78 degrees.
Honestly, that's what I was gonna say. It's like the moment it gets under 80, I feel like I need to start wearing like hoodies and like where my jacket's at.
We're in shorts and a hoodie.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. That reminds me of this one time in college. I had this professor who I walked in with shorts, sleeveless, but I was wearing like a beanie over my ears.
Wait. You were in shorts and a sleeveless shirt, like a tank top and a beanie.
Yeah. Like just
very 09.
Crazy. 09. Oh yeah, for sure. This is honestly, I might have been making a crazier file. This might have been 11.
Probably.
It was like 11, bro. And this dude was like, is it hot or cold?
It might be both. Professor.
I was like, I'm chilling, bro. I ain't thinking about the weather, dog. I'm high in your class right now.
I'm chilling, bro. I didn't even think about the weather.
But it always stuck in my head because I was like, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
No, because literally he had a point. I'm like, is it hot or cold? But I was just trying to be smart.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm chilling, bro. Oh man, fucking but hoodies and shorts back at it.
Hoodies and shorts back in the valley.
We could never. I'll never change the unethical weather requirements.
No way. It was beautiful today. It was cold and windy, and I love this kind of time of day.
I can't wait till it goes down to like 65. Can we get a 65?
Hopefully.
I need one. Yeah. I need a nice 65.
A little bit of rain.
Maybe in November or December.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that's when it is. We finally got a little chilly.
Halloween's coming around, so I like this. I love this when Halloween comes around.
What are you doing for Halloween? What I mean? What's happening to Halloween?
I'm gonna be Nacho Libre.
Oh, you're gonna be Nacho Libre?
Yeah, dude. Straight up. I feel like I've grown the body into it. You know what I mean?
That's a good one.
That belly. I'm just gonna put the mask over it. Got the spandex with those boots on.
I can't remember the last good Halloween party I've been to.
It's a family party, so that's why I'm doing it, because I feel comfortable being that way. So
nice.
It's not bad. But you gonna do anything? You gonna dress up as anyone?
Not really. No, honestly.
My friend dressed up as the Holes guy.
That's a good one. Shia LaBeouf. And his friend was Zero, the other Holes guy. I want to like the smaller guy. That being a wrestler sounds really good. Honestly, that's a good one. Anything with like a Mexican wrestler mask,
it works out.
Pretty fire.
You don't have to really think about much.
I like that.
Yeah.
I might steal something.
I played a golf tournament this weekend.
Ooh.
Which wasn't really a tournament, I guess. But
hey, it's a tournament if you enter, bro.
I sucked, but it was great. It was fun. It was right here.
It's all about having fun. Where was it?
Balboa. Off Burbank. It was the Encino Balboa course.
Okay. Is that like literally on Balboa?
It's on
Burbank. On Burbank. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
How many people were in it?
So me, my cousin, my homie, and his cousin, we all were on the same group, and then it was just a good maybe like 20 of us all together.
But in the whole tournament?
Yeah.
Only 20?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a small
tournament.
group. It's a Facebook group that they started
Oh, that's
together.
cool.
You know what I
That
mean?
makes it even more fun.
Yeah,
too,
and people in the valley that want to play
cool.
together. Yeah.
That's really cool.
I like
That's
that.
chill.
You know what
That's
I mean?
chill.
But we didn't know what we were sold on. It was because one of the guys is like through the USGA, which is the United States Golf Association.
Oh, so
like,
he's kind of legit.
yeah, he's kind of legit, and like he was asking people to get their handicap, which is how much you suck, through the USGA and all that shit. And I'm like, damn, is this real? Like, are we like trying to be amateurs?
That's
and
what
shit?
one of my homies told me, that it's like if you really want to like hold that handicap and kind of like have an official one, you have to like submit it to the USGA every time. And,
Yeah.
like, even if you're just kind of bullshitting, but you just want your handicap to be official.
Exactly.
Like, you
And
could do that.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. And there's the guy that started this whole thing. He's asking people to do that. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that shit.
You're like, I'm not ready.
Not ready.
One day you're gonna be ready.
Yeah, I'm gonna be ready one day.
I'm like, I have a handicap.
One day I'm gonna be ready to
official
say,
one.
I have an handicap of 30. That's
Fuck
a lot.
it. That's a lot. It's fine though. It's fine though. You work it down. You
Yeah.
work it down.
Work it down.
Chip on it. That's it.
Close it up. But we wanted to talk this episode. We wanted to focus a little more on what's coming up. We've been seeing a lot of commercials
lot
on
of
TV,
billboards.
a lot of billboards, a lot of advertisements.
A lot of texts. I'm getting texts.
Me too.
I'm getting some texts.
Don't you hate that though?
I do. It's annoying. How'd you get my number?
I don't know you. How do
gave
you
you
know,
my-
how do you know my name?
I just want to know who gave you my number.
Hi, Samuel. Nobody calls
I
me
know, right?
Samuel.
Say, hola, Jeff.
Don't call me by my government name.
Hey, don't call me my government. Call me Ismael. Dog.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, call me Owa for sure. Yeah, don't ever call me by my real name.
Respect the name. But we've been getting a lot of bombardment of propositions and mayors and council people, and that's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole nother topic. No, like there's a lot of like drama in like LA politics just in general.
Sure. And that's what I want to bring to the people. We're big on our community. We're big on the valley. We've been talking about that. We're going to bring in people that are about the valley.
Exactly.
We promote our weather in the valley. You know what I mean?
We're a very pro valley podcast.
So that's why we want to talk to you guys about what's going on here and a proposition.
And this is
that
LA County. This is all
sure.
of California, low key.
For sure.
Not even low key, high key. This is all
yeah.
This is high key California shit. And this is not a secret.
We teased it a little bit a couple episodes ago about Proposition 26 and Proposition 27. What we thought about these propositions and what it came down to, because a lot of people say this and a lot of people say that, and then we're hearing advertisements about moms against Prop 27, and we're getting the smaller tribes that don't get the money, the other bigger tribes against 26. You know what I mean?
We're just hearing a lot of different things.
Back and forth.
It could be a homeless issue. There's a lot of mud in the water. We don't know what is what. I didn't know what was what. I feel like
Until you read it.
I feel like I still have a somewhat of a grasp. I feel like there's more to get, but like
For sure.
just on some like real, just how I feel like I would want to know what I just learned. Like if you're really just gonna go to the polls, because I feel like sometimes I'm just keep it honest. I go vote. And I don't know some of these propositions. I don't know.
I think that's the issue with our common population. I'm sorry, Jeff, that we need to be more educated as people when these things come for free in our mail to like read what it is about, right?
Exactly. And I don't know who these councilmen are. I don't know who these judges are,
right.
Who the sheriffs are. I don't know. It's like you just vote. Like you're voting down party line. You see a D, you see a R, you're just like, fuck it. You know what I mean? I feel like I've done that. For sure I've done that.
Right.
And like, it's, fuck it. At least with something that interests me a little bit, I'm going to do a little deep dive. We're going to do a little deep dive.
Right. And get a little more information. So we'll talk about, let's say
this is about gambling.
Yeah.
This is about
gambling,
online gambling.
Sports gambling. And in general. Either it be in the tribal casino or online gambling. So let's go over Prop 26 and the yes and no statement.
We're going yes or no. It says yes. A vote on this measure means 4 racetracks could offer in-person sports betting. Racetracks would pay the state a share of sports bets made. A share share of sports bets made. Tribal casinos could offer in-person sports betting, roulette, and games played with dice, such as craps, if permitted by individual tribal gambling agreements with the state. If permitted with tribal gambling agreements with the state, tribes would be required to support state sports betting regulatory costs at casinos. People and entities would have a new way to seek enforcement of certain state gambling laws. That is a yes on that. So if you vote yes, you can vote at the racetracks. You can vote at the tribal casinos in person. This is all in person. You can play roulette. You can play dice like craps. You could.
We can't play that right now
At the tribal casinos in California. We can't do that. So if you vote yes, that's that. And certain parts of those profits are going to go to the state. The people and the entities can seek enforcement of certain state gambling laws. That's a yes. No, that means no on all that. Sports betting.
It doesn't say anything about the state getting any money from it.
It says, hold on, tribal casinos would offer in-person games with dice permitted if individual tribal agreement. Tribes would be required to support state sports betting regularly costs at casinos. And then it's how racetracks would pay the state a share of sports bets made.
I guess that's the racetracks.
Yeah,
you know
in person, the racetracks.
But what about the trade?
Like they're talking about Santa Anita, like
yeah.
that. The 4 racetracks would have to do that, but the tribal
Casino.
Doesn't seem like the tribal casinos.
Park.
It seems like the tribal casinos, their requirement would be required to support state sports betting regulatory costs, so they'd have to pay for the regulation, which is kind of weird. Imagine like you're like want to profit off something, but you have to bet. You have to like actually pay for the enforcement of the regulation. The regulation is gonna be lax.
Yeah.
If I have to pay for you know what I mean? It just seems a little weird. That's a weird little thing in there. But going to no, sports betting would continue to be illegal in California. Tribal casinos would continue to be unable to offer roulette and games played with dice. No changes would be made to the way state gambling is. So no, everything stays the same. Yes, you get all the betting at the tribals. You get the racetracks, the 4 racetracks. Santa Anita being the main one that I know. There's a couple other ones. I think there's one in Del Mar.
Hollywood Park.
Yeah,
Del Mar.
Yeah, there's I don't know the other one.
There's a few racetracks.
You'd be able to bet at those,
California.
the 4 big ones, and yeah, I mean, some of it goes to taxes, some of it goes to regulation.
Let's look at 27 and go over the same facts or the same things, the yes and no's, before we give our opinions on each and
I
every
like that.
one.
Yep.
A yes on the vote for 27 measure means licensed tribes or gambling companies could offer online sports betting over the internet and mobile devices to people 21 years of age and older on non-tribal lands in California. Those offering online sports betting would be required to pay the state a share of sports bets made, and new state unit would be created to regulate online sports betting. New ways to reduce illegal online sports betting would be available. A no on the vote would be sports betting would continue to be illegal in California. No changes would be. Oh, wow. Okay. No changes would be made to the way the state gambling laws are enforced. So if Prop 27 does not pass, then we cannot have sports betting in California, whether 26 or 20.
No, I think
because it says sports betting would continue to be illegal. Not online sports betting.
Yeah.
Would continue to be illegal in California because this is what we're being sold on. That 27 is about online sports betting, right?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
So there's not going to be no sports betting. Even in person.
If
you vote on 27, if you vote yes on 27 and you vote yes on 26, you can't do that because it's going to be sports betting would continue to be illegal. So you have to vote yes or no.
Right.
Is that what we're getting?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sports betting would continue to be illegal. If you vote no here, sports betting would continue to be illegal in California.
Not on tribal lands, though.
True.
Right?
True.
Tribal lands are a little different.
If you vote yes and yes, it might work differently, but who knows?
That's why you don't vote no. That's why it's like yes and yes. Like either way, let's go back. Like we're going back to everything in together, right? So it's like 26 is more for the tribal lands. It's
right.
what I'm getting at. The horse race tracks. You could vote in person, not online, right? In person. You have to go. It's like the sports book in Vegas, right?
And they're adding something that people would like is dice and craps,
roulette,
the things and roulette that we didn't have here in California before.
Which I didn't know. I've never really actually been to a tribal casino. I didn't know that that you can do that. I knew that I saw slides, but you could play slots and card games.
Yeah.
You just can't play dice and roulette.
Which is weird.
Weird.
I didn't think about that.
I never.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
like,
what's the difference? What's the difference in those type of games that makes it
it's just like
more of an addiction or a risk?
I don't even think they think about it as addiction, bro. Like I think that's like my main issue with all of this is that they're trying to play these like moral games, right? They're trying to do these like got you type of things. It's like, 27. What was it? It's like 80% of the funds are going to go to homelessness.
80% of the funds are going to the HHAP.
Which is like an organization that manages like housing for the homeless.
Yes. And
something like that.
And the ones that have less means or low income families.
And this is the thing. The way that I see that is
2% goes to the tribal.
So the tribes still get a little cut of 27. They get a little cut.
18% goes to local entities. No, to the state to give to local entities and tribal. The tribes that meet certain
I think
criteria.
it has to do with like regulation again as well. Like either way, the way that I see it is like I think it's better just to be upfront with the people. I know, like obviously. No one will ever mistake me to be a political advisor.
Right.
Like I am not claiming to be that, but it just seems
for 2028.
Never. But this is like, I just think like, why can't you just be upfront? Yeah, 80% is go to the homeless people or go to homeless causes, but just say, 27 will make online gambling available.
Okay.
What is that different? They're already voting no, right? According to the polls, that messaging is not working, right? We're saying that it's already showing 27 and 26 being a no, right?
Right, right.
It seems like
that they're both going to fail.
They're both going to fail because I feel like the messaging is all like, it's all wrong. No one's just being upfront. It's all these like cloak and dagger maneuvers like, it's going to be this. It's going to be that. The cops are pro 27. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means, but the cops are for 27. It's just like, there's these weird messaging things. And they're like, there's going to be more funding for the police for 27. It's like, but why don't you just say 27 is going to make online gambling legal?
Straight up.
Like,
instead of trying to sell me on
and 26 is going to make in-person gambling at tribal casinos and racetracks legal.
I don't know.
It's just like this weird messaging.
It's two different entities trying to push something else.
That's what it is.
And I get that.
Well, that's what it is.
I think that the people, most people, not all, most people at this day and age, through the whole COVID era and everything, try to understand beyond what's going on. You know what I mean? What are they selling me? I don't really sell on the whole, my kid is gonna become a gambling addict because it's so easy to him on his phone. He can download
That's BS to me. That's BS.
BS to a lot of people. And I feel like a lot of people are seeing through that and being able to like have this readily available to us, like we said, in the internet, just to read it and say what are we voting for? What's this money going towards? Quote unquote, where is it going towards?
Yeah, because you can only know so much of
instead
where
of hearing like ads and commercials and billboards of what they want you to think that it's going for, what they want you to sell you on, instead of what it is. Like you said,
it's a battle between the tribes and these apps
that they want to just make. Who wants to make the money?
It's really that's what it's about. Or
share, because I guess look, I'm gonna be 100%.
27. There's a clause, right?
Exactly. I'm gonna be straight up 100% here with everybody here and say I'm pro 27. I'm gonna vote yes on 27 in my opinion because I get to vote. I get to gamble from my home. I get to gamble from my phone. Also, not the tribe gets a percentage of what.
There's a clause in the actual wordage, in the actual wording of the whole bill, the whole proposition that says they're going to have an infrastructure to transition the tribal casinos to make their own apps. Granted, it's probably going to be some weird undercover shit, but they're going to give you at least some type of infrastructure to get in there.
Yeah.
So now you can make it your own or whatever, right?
So they can do it and all these tribal communities all over through California or these casinos, they can make their apps, but they don't want to.
No, to me, like I said, I'm pro 27, like you said. And to me with 26, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm down for that too, because it's all good. You should. The only casinos you should
I
be
should
able
play dice in the casino.
No, but this is the thing too, though. The way I see it is like in-person gambling is way more like I mean, I don't, no pun intended, but it's way more personal than online.
Oh yeah,
because you're there watching the game and you're around a community of people, so it can get more addicting because you're there with other people. I've been to casinos in Vegas. I've sat at the sports book getting some beers, drinking, chilling, watching games. I'll put a little money on. But dude, there's a lot of people right there that they know everybody there, and they're really just oh, you're betting on this. We're putting big money on
think
this.
about it here in California, in LA,
and that's why now you're going to keep 26 keeps it in certain locations, the tribal casinos and the 4 racetracks.
But what I wouldn't like is, and I would push against 26 is open it to just not the tribal casinos.
So you want you want the bike and commerce
and more. Look, I want to bring, and this is my I guess hot take in business. I want to bring Las Vegas to Los Angeles, because Los Angeles is an international hub to different people. Business comes around. There's Hollywood, and if we have that same, as a business person, I would think I want to bring dice and roulette. I want to what Proposition 26 says. Bring dice and roulette and sports gambling to California, but online as well, so that I can benefit off both. MGM has got their shit in LA.
MGM's gonna have, and Caesars. Yeah, they're all gonna have all their hands.
They're gonna want to come here.
Yeah.
It makes money for the people. You know what I mean? Getting state.
Look, people who don't gamble on sports, they're not gonna start gambling more. People who already gamble their little 5, little 10 here and there, they're not gonna start gambling hundos. They already do it. They're already doing what they're gonna do. Like like
we were talking about off the air, DraftKings has a whole spot, or of it's 100 seconds. 10 seconds of it all is promoting their ad. The 90 seconds, the rest of it all is. If you have a problem with gambling, please call 1-800-YADA. If you live in something Pennsylvania, if you have a problem with gambling, please call blah, 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 in Florida. Blah, 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 you know what I mean.
Even in podcasts, like some very popular podcasts that I listen to, like you hear before a huge segment, a 34 segment about overs, unders, and prop bets. And they've done this before, but now that it's a big kind of political issue, it's becoming more legal. Now you have to hedge your bets. No pun intended again. You have to actually watch your back for a lawsuit. So you know what? Before I do this whole segment, I'm gonna be but if you have a problem with addiction, call 1-800 blah blah blah. In Pennsylvania, call about. If you're in Indiana, and it's so many states that have different numbers, and you have to say every single one.
And that's why I feel like. Look, there's always going to be a problem. There's always going to be an issue, but there's always a plus. That I know. Whatever. Everyone has their opinions to each.
And a lot of this is going to get taxed. But sorry to interrupt you, because I think you're going the same place. We're taxed for days. Think about marijuana, right?
Where it was and where it is now.
Exactly.
Where gambling is going to happen whether we want it or not. So why not make money off of it in a broader
regulated. I mean, this is the thing. Look, for better or worse, that's why I brought up the marijuana shit. It's now we see it fully regulated, taxed to the fucking nines. You're getting your fucking Zaza pack, but that shit is now instead of 60, now you're getting it for 75.
Yes, sir.
Instead of that 35 pack, you're getting it for 50. And that's just how it is. I remember the beautiful days. I could get an ounce for who knows? I can't even remember the number.
Don't even say
that beautiful ounce. I know. I'm saying I never even bought that ounce. What ounce are we talking about,
right,
Jose? No, but
you get a gram for $10, and it felt like it was an eighth.
And there's the thing, I'm saying, so now they're taxing the weed. You deal with it, you move on, you see the receipt, you're like, fuck, you remember 09. But you know what? Now I'm a grown man, I could pay the tax.
And you're a grown man now. You want to bet on something a little different. You want to put your money somewhere else.
I want my money to be able to go into my bank account and not be scared.
Right.
I want that money. And
you got a little something extra. You want to put that out there.
Does that take? A little tax, not a little tax. Sounds like a lot from what we read.
Sure.
It's gonna be a big tax. So maybe you could have made 10 on the black market. Now you're only making 3.
Right.
It's still $3 though.
And you're not in jail.
Exactly.
Because they've been closed down on places.
And this is the thing. I don't think even the arguments about that. I think the people who are super into gambling are going to argue that they rather keep it in the shadows.
But the biggest thing is having the tribes and
the people.
Exactly. The tribes wanting them to keep their money where it's coming from, want people to go to them to get their betting in. And everyone else saying, you know what? Nah, let's just let everyone else do their decision on what they want to do with their money.
See, like, I still haven't heard. I don't know. Maybe someone can fact check us later. But up to me, for right now, this seems there's no reason why I shouldn't vote yes and yes. Like, I don't see no reason why. I don't see why that option of saying yes and yes to these
go back
two
to 26
initiatives.
real quick?
This is 26.
Okay. So I want to say what a no means is sports betting would continue to be illegal in California. The tribal casinos would continue to be unable to. So
that's a no.
You're right. So both would be. You're right. No change would be.
I think no would just be the same. We're stuck with the same that we got.
Exactly. So yes and yes, you're right. In my opinion, looking at the yes and no, looking at the white and black right in front of me, letters and saying, if you say yes on sports betting on 27 online, we're good.
I don't see why. I don't see why
If you say yes on 26, we're good.
Maybe we could get a legal scholar up here to like really parse through the knowledge of someone who really knows. But like honestly, to me, it seems pretty cut and dry. That me personally, when I go,
everybody wins. Like the state wins.
Yes and yes.
If we get yes and yes, we get more revenue from both sides.
Yeah, I feel
not only for the casinos but from people online.
I like a yes and yes. My opinion, O Fitz, aka Jeff DePena, my verdict is 26, 27.
Right there.
Yes and yes.
I'm gonna go yes. I'm gonna go maybe.
Maybe on which one?
No, I'm yes. 27. No, fuck it. Let's do yes and yes.
Fuck it.
Why not?
Let's cheers to yes and yes, baby. Let's
and
go.
You're right with Miller Lite.
Facts. I love that shit.
No, yeah. No, it's something that people online have been talking about. The LA Times have been following it, and people think it's gonna fail. And
it's gonna fail. It's looking like there's gonna be no's on both. If we're believing the polls, right? Polls been a little iffy.
Younger audiences were gonna go yes on 27 and no on 26, and people that are a little older, above the age of 50, are gonna go yes on 26 and no on 27. So it's gonna be It's gonna be difficult. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll let us know how you guys feel on these different things. We thought we could bring you guys something different because it's something that's happening here in California, here in Los Angeles. Here, yeah, exactly. We're in sports. We talk about the bets. We talk about what's going on. So how you feel about it? Let us know. DM us. We want you to come on, or if you feel like you have a hot take enough and you say I want to be on camera.
This is the thing. Come on. Look, it doesn't matter because even if whatever passes or whatever doesn't, this is still going to be a hot button issue for a while. So if you have your opinion, let us know. If you want to come on a podcast, educate us.
Right.
Let us know. Shit,
exactly.
I'm always willing to learn.
If we have a political.
Someone really tapped in. Yeah. Let us in. I want to know. I want to learn. I'm always willing to be told that I don't know shit.
For sure. But with that, let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
In the first round, and he was fighting with one arm.
Crazy shit,
dude.
bro.
It was gangster, bro. And I don't like TJ Dillashaw, but I was like, bro, that's some.
Nobody popped it back into place.
They did, but like, it's like, dude, just imagine, bro. Even if they pocket it back into place, you can't soccer food this shit.
I'd still do it.
Yeah, you would do it, but you would miss.
I know, I would miss. Welcome back, guys, on Looking Specialists. Your boy Sam Torres, damn,
and your boy Jeff DePena. You got a whole face. You forgot your name, son.
Yeah, I did.
It's Samuel.
Yeah, I didn't know we were coming in that strong. Anyways, strong. Speaking of strong wins. We're in.
I like
Vegas.
that. That was a good one.
And something that people were expecting to happen didn't happen, and I'm pretty sad because I feel like I wanted to be there and it didn't. Spend that money, and I'm kind of glad you didn't spend that money.
When we were young?
Yeah, when we were young, festival.
What band did you specifically like think about?
Bright Eyes.
Bright Eyes. I don't even know who that is. Are they fired? Are they fired or what?
They're fired.
What was their billing though? Were they like top name, mid name?
No. I don't think it'd be a top name in the
Who is the
festival.
top card? Who's the main card?
like My Chemical Romance would be like.
Oh,
a
that
top
was the
card,
one,
you know
right?
what I
That
mean?
was the
Like
one, right? They were on the top of the shit. All right, I feel that.
Paramore.
Paramore.
You know what I mean?
See, these are bands that I know.
Take It Back Sunday. Yeah.
Dude,
I know. Can we get the list of people up there, maybe? Yeah. No,
oh shit, Green Day.
that's next year. That's next year.
Oh, that's next year.
I was about to say, I know I saw Blink
I know,
182
yeah,
on this
Blink 182
shit.
is next year. We'll get to that. No, but it didn't happen yesterday. People were disappointed.
There was a huge fucking windstorm.
There was a fucking monsoon.
Bro, was it a monsoon or was it a sandstorm?
I was probably a sandstorm. I saw somebody reporting live from there, and they was like flying, like sitting there, just.
Dude, I don't know what though, but I've had like stories like through the grapevine where like dudes getting meningitis from
meningitis from the wind.
I'm just saying, bro, that sucks too though. Like it's like, dang,
Just bacteria carriers.
can you even get it, bro? Like that's wild. Just bacteria.
All American Rejects, A Day to Remember, Avril Lavigne, My Chemical Romance. Who else was it?
Trey.
Pierce the Veil, Atreyu.
used, bro.
The Starting Line, Mayday
Dashboard
Parade,
Confessionals.
Theosin, Jimmy Eat World.
Boys Like Girls. We the Kings.
All those people didn't play at those times because Boys Like Girls played early in the morning for fucking today.
So is this what?
I don't know who. No, this is what was supposed to happen. You know what I mean?
And it didn't. Is it happening tonight though?
Yeah, it's happening tonight. So I don't know. Oh, we're going from morning to night. Never mind. Nighttime's at the top, morning's at the bottom.
Yep.
I see it now. Yeah, the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus played. Atreyu played. Starting Line. Tell me what you thought about when you were gone. Sorry,
Sing it, dog. Sing it. Let them know.
you already know.
Let them know, bro. Let the people know.
And then I feel like the Story So Far was playing. Or story of the year.
So what would you say? What is the like peak year for this type of music? What year was this? Like this was just like your shit.
My heart for you. What?
It's still your shit.
It was. What we're looking for, like these bands. How? What,
Yeah.
You mean like
like you're saying like is this 05 to like 09?
05 to 12?
05 to 12.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going deep here. 12?
Yeah.
Because 10 and 12.
There's a lot of bands here that are a little old. Like, I mean, poppy. So you can see, like Bright Eyes. Fuck yeah. I wish I was there. But those are like 09, 10, 11. You know what I mean? But you have other like newer bands, you know, that had other things, you know.
Yeah. No, I see it. That's
So,
cool.
Yeah.
05 to 12 is like a nice span too.
So
like,
and you got a lot of. I saw a lot of the crowd, and we're old as fuck. I saw a
course.
guy just broke his back just putting his phone up in the air.
I was like, ah!
They had so many paramedics.
He got fucking
all around.
He got a slip disc.
So many paramedics. You know, have you ever been at a rave and they see somebody fall and like have a seizure, and they just out of nowhere come and pick them up?
Yeah.
It was even crazier.
It was like the concussion
they just
protocol
saw
in
somebody
NFL.
lean back and you just saw a whole fucking crew of people with yellow jackets coming and take them out.
It's like a little just surround and cover every corner.
Sir, you broke this back.
A disc has slipped,
No, yeah.
and I'm not talking about the My Chemical Romance MP3.
No, dude, it wasn't a good idea. It was great because I feel like honestly a lot more bands that were like, oh, we didn't think people were that excited to see us anymore. You know what I mean? Because I've been hearing about all these bands that I wish I wanted to see growing up, and I didn't get to see because they stopped playing shows and different things like that.
That's cool.
Now
though.
are saying like there's this band that hasn't played in 20 years, the Sounds of Animals Fighting. They're going to start a whole new tour.
I love that name.
The Sounds of Animals Fighting.
That shit
right?
is hard,
Isn't
bro.
that fucking hard as fuck?
That's a sick ass
Yeah,
name.
dude.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
The
They need to
Sound
come back
of
just off that
Animals
name.
Fighting. Like 15 to 20 years.
Comeback tour
tour coming up in January. And these guys are like, well, people give a fuck about it.
Yes, they will. Just off your name, dog. That's
You know
a
what I
hard
mean?
ass
Like,
name. Sounds of Animals Fighting.
So, like, it's cool. Like, I like that whole vibe of bands that were in my youth, and I feel so like old and everything, but coming back and saying,
I
you know
vote
what?
yes of bands in my youth.
Prop, yes.
Prop bands in my youth. Yes.
Yes.
Facts. I'm so down. Honestly,
Yeah.
I didn't listen to any of this music.
Yeah.
But I fuck with that because I love people listening to shit that they liked growing up. What the fuck? Like, yeah, keep touring, bro.
Don't you
know what I
love
mean?
those memes at Food's Gone Wild where, hey, fool, you like rock, fool?
You're a rocker, fool?
You a rocker, fool?
Hey, fool, have you ever heard System of a Down, fool? Hey, fool, you like corn, fool?
Fool, I love that shit, fool.
It's like, shit, dog. Have you heard Cypress Hill before, dog? It's like, yes, I have.
Yes, I have,
And they're
fool.
tight.
They're
But how about Jimmy Eats World, homie?
them bright eyes?
Them bright eyes, them sounds of animals fighting. That's tight though. I like that. I feel like rap's been doing this for a while, just like old artists just touring in like big festivals.
And I feel like Rolling
Like, they should
Loud
do this for
and
sure.
all this
Yeah,
shit,
Rolling Loud, that's what I'm talking
has
about.
become more like hip hop and pop and I feel like the
feel
whole
like
iHeartRadio.
Didn't Warped
fest.
Tour have a monopoly on these bands?
Yeah, but it's over.
That's what I'm saying.
It died in 2019.
Yeah, that's what
or
I'm saying. Warped
2020.
Tour had a monopoly on these bands. Now everybody's free. Let's go to other tours.
Let's start our own tour. The
Free
Unlucky
market
Specialist tour.
Unlucky Specialist Tour headlining Oa Fitz. Now I'm just
Hey!
with his greatest hits.
I was gonna say something.
With his greatest hits. I don't know. I have no followers.
We're gonna bring AK.
No.
Anyways, but
He's 86 from this podcast.
something else happened in Vegas. Didn't happen in Vegas this
It
weekend.
didn't. It happened in Abu Dhabi, 280 UFC.
We were expecting it to. I mean, not expecting. You usually expect to hear something about UFC in Las Vegas, but it
A
was in
crazy
Abu
card.
Dhabi.
A crazy card.
You're done with the fight at 11 a.m. Like, if you're like planning this, like if you're a real like UFC fan and you plan those
Main card
weekends,
started
like,
at 11:30.
yeah, a.m.
Started, yeah. That's when it started.
That's what I'm saying. The main card.
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. So all the other cards were earlier in the day. So you were fucked up by like a good 1 p.m. You were fucking sauced.
Dude,
You know what I mean? Like if you're a real UFC fan, like
I went-
you have the carne asada going. You got some fucking chilaquiles. Like homies are coming over. You got some. You got
and it
some
was good.
carne
And
asada.
if you did that, you enjoyed a great card because it was championship fights all around, bro.
Yeah.
You had Islam Makhachev beating fucking Charles Oliveira in the second round. Crazy shit. And I don't look, I like Charles Oliveira so much. I wish he would have won, but that student of Khabib, bro.
Yep.
Islam Makhachev, he's a fucking goon, bro.
Yeah.
And he was actually standing up, striking, and he ended up tapping him out. Like in a weird, it was like a weird sequence too, because it had seemed like Charles Oliveira had just clipped him.
right.
And then it was like this weird like moment, and then he came back with a strike, and it was a great fight. Aljamain
316 in
Sterling.
the second round.
That's what I'm saying. 316 in the second round. That's early.
quick.
That's early in a 5-round
quick.
fight. That's early. And Aljamain Sterling, TJ Dillashaw dislocated his shoulder in the first round, and he was fighting with one arm.
Crazy shit,
dude.
bro.
It was gangster, bro. And I don't like TJ Dillashaw, but I was like, bro, that's some
Nobody
thugged out.
popped it back into place.
They did, but like, it's like, dude, just imagine, bro. Even if they pocket back into place, you can't soccer food with this shit. No
I'd still
more.
do it.
Yeah, you would do it, but you would miss.
I know. I would miss. I would do it because I'm like, fuck this shit.
No, he was
Here
dude,
to win.
No, he was going at it with his other hand, bro. Or his, I don't know which arm it was, but he was going at. He was socking Aljamain, but Aljamain ended up winning, bro. Like it was just the longer it would go. Even the fact that it even went 2 rounds in the third minute and 44th second, like that he won that fight on TKO. Like it was still crazy because his shoulder was off from the first minute of that fight.
Crazy.
Like he got taken down and he landed with his arm like this, and it was just
went. It's
fucked
gone
from there.
Done from there.
Yeah, and then Peter
The
Yan
Peter
shot
Yan,
him
that's what I
out,
was gonna
bro.
say that.
That fight,
Decision.
decision to O'Malley, bro. Talk
Round
about
35 minutes.
it was crazy. No, honestly, decision went all 3 rounds. It was a pretty even ass fight. I would say I would have leaned to Peter Yan. I thought he won that fight when it ended, and I was like, "Oh, it's going to decision." I'm like, "Oh, Peter Yan's gonna win this shit." Like,
And then
but no, it was Sean O'Malley, Sugar Sean, bro,
O'Malley.
and he did it, bro. Like, and a lot of
You think
people,
it was his picture with Hasbullah right before with the whole
Hasbullah is a good luck charm.
Yeah,
I have heard. We need to have Hasbullah on this podcast.
Wait, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Shout out to
Khabib's team.
shout out to Hasbullah's team.
And
Hasbullah, if you
Hasbullah's
want to
team.
come over, hang out. We'll have everything you want to eat.
Honestly, that
hang-
might have been the best fight of the night, though. The O'Malley Yan fight probably was the best fight of the night. Then you get Beneil Dariush versus Gamrot. Bro, that fight was crazy because Beneil Dariush won it clearly, but it was hilarious, right? This is in Abu Dhabi, son.
right.
Beneil Dariush is from Iran, and he's his parents are immigrants from Iran, and he's like Beneil Dariush is American. Bro, he was like, I won this fight because of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
In Abu Dhabi, dog. Like I was watching this fight with the homies. I was like, bro, someone please check on Beneil Dariush, bro. Is he alive right now? Did he get out of this country?
Did he
he
make
did.
it?
He of course he
Okay.
did.
He
But
made
like
it alive?
I was like, that's some ballsy shit, bro. Because that is a
Hell
crazy
yeah.
country to just be saying you love Jesus. I'm gonna say it like that.
Fuck yeah.
But he did it, bro, and he won. He kicked that
He
dude.
did it. He won and he's out.
Yeah, he won, and that girl.
The plane was
That
fueled.
fight with those women was boring as fuck. It was the worst fight. Not because I love when the women fight. Some of the best
love
fighter
women?
women. I love women too. But this is what I will say: that fight was boring as hell. That everybody kept missing. But shout out to that French girl. What's her name? Manon Fiort.
Oh, shit, bro. Florian.
Manon Fior. I'm
Florian.
gonna say Fior.
Fior.
Manon Fior.
Fior.
But she won. But it was exciting, dude. Honestly, it's a good time for fights.
It is.
That 11:30 start time for the main card, bro. I was like, you know what? Let me just get saucy with some mimosas real quick.
You know what I mean? And I feel like we're seeing the end of baseball coming. We're seeing
You know why we're gonna see that end? Let's just say it.
we're seeing the World Series coming up on
Phillies are going to the World
Series. And you know what I mean? Like the I'm looking forward to the World Cup beyond that. But I like I'd like to give you this time to meddle, to praise, to insult, to laugh, to marinate in the pain and the man. Hold on? Did you see the whole white guys, the Padre fans? That's what's in.
They're talking about the goose too. They're
Yeah.
like, the goose is it. I'm like, look, if you have a Padres fan in your life, don't hug them. Isolate them. Turn all the lights off.
Break
don't
up with
feed
them.
them for the next 3 days. And let
Don't
them
show them love.
And then when they
don't
come
believe-
out of that hole, you tell them, fuck you. Let's go Dodgers.
Let's go Dodgers.
Because you didn't win shit. You're
They
back
won.
on the
They
couch
won
with
one
us.
at home.
And then they got swept.
They
Backdoor
got
sweep.
swept.
That
Yeah,
backdoor
a
sweep.
gentleman's sweep.
Yeah, you're a gentleman for calling it that.
They came in and Bryce Harper just
Reese Hoskins. I was like, Reese Hoskins?
Reese Hoskins,
Jean Segura?
Kyle Schwarber.
JT Realmuto?
I kind of like this.
They're kind of
team.
nice. No, look,
I kind of like this.
they have a good
team.
team. Aaron Nola, fucking Zach Wheeler, bro. Like
They beat the Braves. They beat
They beat the Cardinals.
The Cardinals.
They beat the Cardinals. They beat the Padres, bro. I honestly, I thought the Dodgers were going to win the whole thing, so I thought we could have beat them. But hey, shout out to the Phillies, man. Shout out to the Phillies
going out there.
And it seems like it's going to be Houston, too.
It's so fuck
Because
Houston.
Houston's 3-0.
Fuck
So I
Houston.
guess we're rooting for Philly. Let's go, Philadelphia. Take it home.
They're a good sports team.
Yeah, no, I love Philly.
Just like LA, they expect greatness. If you don't win, they're not going to show up.
But they're getting too lucky.
And their manager said that right there when they get the trophy. He said, "I have been here for 5 years, and when he's like, when we take this team to the championship series or to the World Series, people show up.
Oh, hell yeah.
The town shows up.
Philly's known for being a good sports
So
town.
Los
And
Angeles.
they might
would
be
do
on
the
a
same
roll
thing.
this year because the Eagles are 6-0.
Yeah.
The fucking Phillies are going to the World Series, and the Sixers are one of the favorites in Vegas to win the fucking championship. So we're gonna see,
I
man.
don't know. I don't know the way they're playing so far. I'm not a big fan of that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of how the Sixers are
feel
started
I
with.
feel like Harden has a lot of time to dribble that ball. I'm neither here nor there. You know what I mean? But I'm here or there because I have Joel Embiid on my fantasy team. So
And you gotta care.
pass him the ball.
Pass him the ball. Give him those easy buckets, son.
Yeah. How's fantasy football been?
Fantasy
so far for
football's
you?
being heartbreaking. It's hurting my feelings. I'm good in some leagues. I'm not so good in others.
Right.
I'm in 4. Call me a degenerate if you
Yes,
must.
I might. You know, I was letting you finish. But yeah.
No, I'm a degenerate. I'm in 4. I regret it. 3 is the limit for anybody.
anytime moving forward.
Yeah, anytime moving forward. 3 is the limit. 4 is a little too much to manage. But this is the
how
thing.
you doing?
This is what I will say though. Fuck how I'm doing. How's the NFL doing, bro?
Standings.
AFC standings real quick. Buffalo 5-1, New York Jets 5-2, Miami 3-3, New England 3-3. What do you got to say
feel
about there? That's crazy right there.
New England 3-3.
New England 3. No, Jets 5-2.
Yeah, I love
That's
that.
what I'm.
I love to see Tennessee 4-2 and Philadelphia 6-0. You know what I mean? Like Minnesota 5-1. Even though I hate it because
I don't understand Minnesota. Look, Justin Jefferson is amazing.
I don't
But Kirk
understand the
Cousins-
NFC North. We lost today. I'm a Packers fan. I
3 and
got
4.
for you guys that are watching on YouTube. I got a Packers hat on. They're 3-4. They're second in the division. How bad is this league right now? I feel like they're giving the NFL
There's
a
3.
pass.
How many wild card teams is there? 3.
I believe so.
So, New York Giants are 6-1, which is insane. Dallas is 5-2, which is insane. So then you got Minnesota winning the division. So that's already 4 teams in the playoffs. Then you got Tampa Bay somehow still winning the division, 3-4 somehow. And then you got
And close
Seattle.
behind is Atlanta.
And then you got Seattle 4-3 in the NFC West. So there's all the wild card teams are coming out of the NFC East, bro.
Yeah.
No, there's only 2 wild card teams. I don't think there's 3. There's only 2. But yeah, it's gonna be the
I'm
Giants and
telling
Dallas.
you, dude. It's a wild west out there. I feel like nobody's talking about it. I feel like the NFL is king in America. That people are like, oh, all the product is good. Thursday night football is boring. Monday night football is boring. Sunday night football is boring. So give me something better, NFL. Give me something better, Roger Goodell. Give me something better if I'm paying for it.
Speak to it, Sam.
Guys are putting money into fantasy football when there's just terrible games put together.
But the players are so good, bro. Like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase went off today,
And that's what
and I have
Roger
him in 2
Goodell
of my teams.
is selling you on.
He is. I'm sold.
The picture we're seeing right here, people, is what we're selling. We need more. We
sold.
pay $20 for that tall kind of Modelo. We need more.
No, I'm sold. I'm sold. Roger Goodell, I'm sold on your devilish lies. Please help us now.
Save us.
Save us.
No, I get it. But that's me on my rant. That's me on talking about that. But if you guys want to talk to us, if you guys want to share with us, if you guys want to come on the podcast, I know there's a lot of things cooking up. There's a lot of things coming up in the next couple of weeks.
But we want guests. There's more guests.
But we want more people.
Come on.
I hear
We got
people riling up and saying, you know what, I like this. I didn't like that.
And don't be afraid of the comments. I know you see people like disagreeing with your opinion. It's part of the game. Just come
Let's do
through. You're kicking it with family. When you're with us, man, you're gonna have a good time.
Exactly.
We're gonna treat you right.
But make sure you follow us on Instagram at Unlucky Specialist. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, The Unlucky Specialist. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It's your boy Sam Torres.
It's your boy Jeff Deadbanger. Shout out to Jesus. Shout out to Jason. We out here. Peace.
Yay.